Hey guys, just grab my coffee. Anyway guys, today, paint comparison. Wow, looking forward to that. We got some Vallejo Xpress Color. I've seen a few of these guys out there using these paints, and I was like, wow, I need to check those out. But I ended up going to my local game stores, Otto's Games, here in Bakersfield, and I went and checked them out, and they actually had a set spread out. A busted up set. I'm not sure if it came in a set or not, but they had some individual ones, so I grabbed about 5 colors. I grabbed a blue and orange, a gray, which I like gray. You can never have a good enough gray. Grays are great for everything across the board. And I grabbed a couple greens, 2 different ones. So I'm looking forward to checking these out. They seem like they're comparable to, I would say, Contrast. But they look like they're finishing a bit of a matte, which, you know, I'm a matte fan. I like it. That's Pro Acryl, Scale 75. They're all matte finishes, which I dig. Anyway, let's. I grabbed a few, so let's go in there and check them out. See you guys in there. I really got to stop and say that this particular paint, what is it, the Vallejo Xpress Color, man, it goes on smooth pretty much, and you take your time, layer it on, nice and easy. Man, it turns out pretty nice. It's pretty smooth and almost matte. Maybe it's because it's on this particular printed, 3D printed. It's got some grooves. It's a little bit of a rough print, but man, it goes on really well. I'm impressed so far. We'll see. I'm gonna keep going. I'm just using these paints. I only got a few colors, so we're gonna see what they can do. This Martian orange seems to be a little thicker than the Templar white that they just had. Where is that? This one. It's a little bit thicker. It's more of a paint consistency. Interesting. I'm going to stay within the Vallejo realm, right, of paints. I'm going to go ahead and use some metallic on some areas of this guy. I think it'll just really help out in some spots, and I really don't have enough colors from the new Xpress Color, Vallejo Xpress Color, to make it look great. I'm always make it look great. So I'm going to add some of the Vallejo metal colors. there we go. I got all the base colors down. The metallic, the orange, and that light gray, I would call it. They call it, what was it? White Templar. Anyway, looks really good. I'm going to get some wash on there. I don't have any Vallejo wash. It's all back at the shop. I'm actually at the house at this particular moment painting this one. Let's see. So I'm going to have to use actually some Citadel. So I'm going to step outside of the Vallejo realm and step into the Citadel realm for just a second, just to use some wash. But it has nothing to do with the comparison to the Vallejo Xpress colors, because those are really nice. If you take your time, keep layering them up, you know, they turn out really well. You know, they're fun to work with. They're not a problem. Looks really good. I like the matte finish on it though. It's a little more matte than the Citadel. What do you call them? I forgot the name of them already. Anyway. Alright. Let's get that shade on there. Alright, there we go. That's with a little bit of shade work with some Nun oil and some Agrax earth from Citadel. And I just worked the shade in here and there, especially over the metal. And then I did a little bit of work around the crevices to give it a little bit of a dirty look and to highlight and make the other armor pop out a little bit. And now I'm going to go back with some highlights and go from there. I'm going to highlight the knees, just the high parts, probably not too crazy. Highlight the blue here, the toe, and maybe in the orange, and see what it looks like, and go from there. All right. Alright, those are the three colors that we used on the actual model there. What is that? Space Gray, Martian Orange, and Templar White. They work really well. I like them. I like them a lot. But right over here, we're going to test out these greens. And don't let that green fool you. It fooled me at the store. I thought it was more this color, but when you shake it up, it's going to go dark. See that? So when you get a paint, you're looking at a paint, shake them first, because I thought I was getting a different color. Normally I do, but this time I didn't in particular, but I would with these. Let's see how it's a little bit light? Now it's dark. So be aware of that, you know, for sure. Anyway, we're going to test these greens, these two greens, on these four models here, just to kind of see how it comes out and what it looks like. There's two different greens. They look really similar, but they're different. One's plague green and the other one is lizard green. Alright, let's check it out. Alright, let's check out plague green here. There it is. Let's take a look, stretch it out. Wow, it's super dark. There we go, you can see a little bit of it. Check out lizard green. Looks pretty much the same. Pull it out a little bit. It's definitely green. Real thick consistency. Yeah, that's the difference between the contrast. This is a little thicker. But there it is. Alright, let's check it out. Hey, like and subscribe. Let's get on this guy. Let's see. I always like greens. Greens are my favorite color. It's the one I buy first, usually, as a rule. I don't know why. Just because probably I like green. I know how to work with green. Green's the easiest for me to work with, so I always gravitate towards the green. But these are, you know, they go on nice, simple. Use it liberally, goes on nice. It levels itself out. Anyway, there's that green. All right, we'll let that dry. All right, there we go. We did the Vallejo Xpress Color lizard green on this little robot dog. It's a nice green. They call it lizard skin. It would be great for orcs. Any type of green. I mean, this stuff, it's still a little wet. You can see right there, but this dries a lot better than the contrast paints. Personally, I think this is nice. It's got a matte finish too, where the other one's a little bit glossy. The Citadels are glossy. This isn't so glossy. And again, I'm a fan of matte. So let's take a look at this little lizard or worm. That's a nice green. Goes on super easy, just like you think it would. You know, pour it in the pot, or pour it out of the pot or the bottle, and then just get to it. Be liberal with it. It works really nice. All right, that's the lizard green. Let's go ahead and take a look at the plague green. There you go. I like this plague green. It's very, again, it's that matte finish, almost a matte satin kind of, but a really nice finish. I like this green. This is more of a military green. I would put this on a lot of stuff. I would use this on a lot, actually. So there it is on the robot dog, and then here we go. It's still a little wet, but almost there. You know, nice green. Nice paints. Let's take a look at them together again. So there's your lizard green, and there's your plague green. Those are nice. Look at that finish. It's like I don't know. It's a nice finish. There's something about it. I really like this. I ended up buying the medium for this particular paint because I wanted to try it with mix it with some other paints and see if it would do what this does. I like what this paint really levels really nice. That's one thing. That's really good. But anyway, there's the greens. Let's take a look at the worms together. Oh, there you go. Not bad. Great greens. I would definitely use these. I will find a place for these, especially this plague green. All right. Anyway, let's get back to the model. Let's finish him up. We used the Express colors on him. We used the Templar. We used the orange and whatnot. So we got to finish up a couple things, do a couple highlights, and then we're done. And so far, this Vallejo Xpress Color has worked terrific. All right, let's finish them up. I did pick up some of the medium, it's what they call it, medium express, but it's for the Vallejo Xpress Color. It's the medium that they use, you know, to mix their pigments. So I got some of this so I can thin some of that paint a little more, or even try another color that's not in this line to get it to do, you know, what it does here on these. It's really nice. It's a really nice matte. I should do a contrast paint in comparison, but you guys get it. Anyway, try out other paints, paint colors, Medium Express. Check that out. All right, there we go. That is the Vallejo Xpress Color. I believe I used Space Gray, Templar White, and Martian Orange to paint this guy up. And I also used some Vallejo metallic color. I believe it was silver, something on that hand. But, you know, and then I went back with a little bit of white. You can see it there. I did use some Citadel. It was the only white I had on hand at the moment. So I grabbed it, and I just kind of, what I did is I mixed the white, and you can use any white to do this, mixed with these particular colors to get my highlights. So then I did a secondary highlight, and then I went back with pure white and did touch-ups all over this guy here and there. You know, give him that 3D feel. Alright, so there's obviously, I can do a bunch more on this. I could do a bunch of little touch-ups. I could do some of these lights that are around here. I can touch these silver things up here. I'm not sure what they are. I could touch up, I'll probably end up touching up the orange a little bit with maybe some yellow. But other than that guy's pretty much done. Robot, he's got, you know, white grayish armor. It looks pretty good. I like it. He looks solid. We'll base him and maybe do a couple touch-ups, and that's it. You know, guys, this paint, the Vallejo Xpress Color, I like it. I like it a lot. It's, you know, take your time with it and do subtle, you know, layers, or slap it on. Either way. But the thing is, the magic about this particular stuff is it dries matte. So it's got to have a matte varnish or something in the paint, because this is the way to go. Especially even when we did it on the two dogs, you know, it's still a matte finish. It's more of a, yeah, it's a matte. It's like a satiny matte. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, guys, yeah, check it out. I'm gonna base this real quick, and that's about it. You know, guys, hey, thanks again. I always appreciate you coming watch. Please comment below, like and subscribe, and do all that stuff. Ended up using this play green, and I used water and I diluted it. And what I've been doing is I'm going back and I'm just barely doing some green here. It's actually a little too much. There we go. Right there. Just kind of on here. There we go. Give that those are going to be green lights, so just give it a green tint using the same paints. Just another little quick tip. Alright, just did a little bit of subtle green in there. Let that dry. And just give it a quick hint. And then actually I'm going to go and throw some of this green stuff world in the center there. And just to give it a little bit of a light. A little bit of color. Well, there you have it, guys. Vallejo Xpress Color paint, new paint. I'm real happy with this. I like it. I don't know if I necessarily use it all the time. I'll definitely find places to use this. It's still, what a great paint. The magic part about this paint is that it dries matte. And for one of these paints, let's start from the beginning. The control is terrific. It's like the contrast, but the matte finish is where it's at. That's the magic sauce for me here. I love these paints. Yeah, I would definitely recommend them for beginners or anybody for that matter. But those paints are very forgiving, and they dry really well. I tested it out on a model, and I also tested a couple of the other colors out on a model. Again, I wasn't able to get a whole set. The local game store here, Otto's game store, had a few of these, so I grabbed as many as I could. I think the only one I left was like a dark blue, and now I wish I would have grabbed it, but oh well, there it is. But anyway, guys, hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel, and I'll catch you next week. Hey guys, like and subscribe.